Throughout Minecraft's lifespan, plenty of jokes, hidden features, and more have been added into the game. A lot of these jokes have been references to popular phrases, or even pop culture references. Jokes like "when pigs fly" have made their way into the game, and other subtle references like that. In our last video talking about Easter eggs, which was actually Michaelmcchill's first ever video editing for the AntVenom channel way back in the spring of 2017, we went in depth on 5 very classic Easter eggs. And in this video, we plan on doing that again for a few more items. We'll be sure to point out some really cool stuff for you. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. On April 1st, 2015, otherwise known as April Fool's Day, a snapshot for a completely fake and not real update was added into Minecraft. In this quote-unquote snapshot, the future of 1.10 was supposedly being tested, even though 1.9 hadn't even come out yet. The snapshot was called the Love and Hugs Update and featured everything from a love meter to obsidian boats, a potion of caring, and other completely random things. But one interesting Easter egg of this quote-unquote snapshot was that if you loaded up a flat world, you would quickly find a large amount of snow in some completely strange patterns. Flying up into the air or creating a map of the area would reveal that the random pattern was actually in the shape of a QR code. Scanning the code would result in the name of the actual 1.9 update name being displayed. It just stinks that the update it had to be for was so controversial though. Around the world, plenty of holidays are celebrated. From celebrating everything from Valentine's Day to even hot dogs, people love to get excited about things. I mean, even Mojang has jumped in on the festivities. While celebrating things like winter holidays by giving players free worlds and skins during their Season of Giving, Mojang has also added some random things like splash text and other features to let you know that they're thinking about you. On Christmas, Merry Xmas will appear on your screen, and on New Year's, Happy New Year's. Other holidays are celebrated, and at one point, even Notch's birthday, even though it's since been removed since he left Mojang. On top of celebrating with splash text though, they'll occasionally roll out jokey holiday updates like the trendy update on April Fool's Day of 2016, hostile mobs wearing pumpkins on their head on Halloween, October 31st, to bats spawning more frequently from October 20th through November 3rd, and even chests being decorated for Christmas to look like presents and gifts. It's a really nice touch that can add a lot to a world for those days. In our first video talking about Easter eggs, we mentioned that the Disc 11 music track, when played through a spectrogram, would draw out various images. These tricks have been done in the past with video games like Portal 2, who featured a companion cube on the moon, and more. However, if you thought that Disc 11 was the only audiophile in Minecraft to have something like that, you might be a little creeped out to find out that it's not. When putting ambient sound 14 in a spectrogram, you'll see a creeper face that's been stretched up and down. It's a super interesting thing for Minecraft to have, and we can only hope that new songs will be added for us to find out things like this. And I kinda hope that there are things that maybe we haven't discovered yet. If you were around Minecraft in the very early days of 2011, you were probably very well aware that a few celebrities had taken interest in the block game. One celebrity to note was musician and producer Joel Zimmerman, otherwise known as deadmau5. deadmau5 had taken such an interest in the game that he had uploaded multiple videos on the subject on his YouTube channel, had named some of his official song titles things inspired by Minecraft, and even performed at Minecon in Las Vegas. As it would be, deadmau5 was a fan of Minecraft, and Notch was a fan of deadmau5. And because of that, deadmau5 had one of the most truly unique skins ever in Minecraft. Pairing his massively famous smile with his uniquely massive ears, deadmau5 looked pretty neat. deadmau5's ears were a vanity item, and his skin needed to be specifically revamped and modeled to fit his new character design. Fun fact about the skin's functionality, deadmau5 actually can't disable his ears, and his above head name tag is set to render approximately 10 pixels higher than the ears. Also, rather than being attached to his UUID, which didn't really exist or wasn't used at the time, deadmau5's ears were attached to his username. So if deadmau5 deadmau5 were to change his username, he would lose his ears on that account. And what's deadmau5 without his ears? Well, still some pretty fantastic music. There's a rule in the art world, and that is, if you want to know who made a given piece, look for a signature. But in Minecraft, that's a lot easier said than done when it comes to the models and skins of the various mobs and blocks around the world. Although, it's not impossible. For some mobs in the game, texture files have drawn in signatures that don't appear anywhere on the character. On the skin for the armor stand, Serge can clearly be seen. On the Elder Guardian and the regular Guardian, Jeb can be seen. And finally, on the zombie pigman, the words THX Zophobia can be seen, even though Zophobia never worked at Mojang. Instead of being THX, what it's actually saying is thanks. This message was written by Notch so that he could give the player who designed the skin for the zombie pigman, Zophobia, proper credit. Although his skin was modified to change the red to green because people thought that blood was a little bit too gory. Mobs that hold axes are quite rare to Minecraft, but one who does is the Vindicator. Being part of the Illager family, the Vindicator seems quite menacing with his weapon of choice. In movie history, another crazed person wields an axe, and when named properly, the Vindicator will react accordingly. Naming the Vindicator with the name tag Johnny will result in the mob attacking any nearby creature aside from other Illagers. Johnny is a reference to the movie The Shining. Like in the movie, Vindicators can, as of snapshot 18W47A, break through doors, although he can't yell, "Here's Johnny!" Yeah. Have you ever looked at an enchantment table and just absolutely wished that you could read everything that was on screen, or even wish that you knew if it was proper English or not? Well, as it turns out, you can, but it won't get you very far. If you know a thing or two about old computer games, you might have seen these markings before in a video game known as Commander Keen. This language is known as the Standard Galactic Alphabet, and every single symbol has a letter in the English language that it corresponds to. Well, you may be thinking, yeah, now I can know which enchantment will have looting or Bane of Arthropods. Don't get too ahead of yourself. In the Enchanting Table, these words are completely randomized and mean ultimately nothing and have no bearing as to which enchantment you're gonna get. Well, it would be cool to figure it out, there's just nothing that we can do with this. And finally, video game references. In the previously mentioned Portal, the game's main promise throughout its storyline is cake. At the end of the game though, it turns out that you were lied to, and sadly thus, the cake is a lie. If you make a cake in versions where you have achievements rather than advancements, you'll get the lie when you craft a cake. Also, another fun fact about Cake is that it was only to be added into Minecraft if Notch won ModDB 2010's Indie of the Year award, which it did. So next up, if you enchant a trident with Riptide and soar into the air, you'll get the achievement Do a Barrel Roll based off of the animation that you're doing if you do this in F5 mode. This is a reference to Nintendo's Star Fox 64, where the phrase gained popularity from the game's character Peppy Hare. Ironically, in Star Fox, they're not even doing barrel rolls, they're doing aileron rolls. And for another Nintendo reference, Minecraft developer Tommaso Keki pointed out on October 5th, 2015 that a secret feature was being added into Minecraft. That secret feature was noted as being like Mario 64. When the update was released, it was realized that the feature in question was the Elytra, and the point of reference was Mario's wing cap in the way that it works in-game. Super interesting. But what do you think? Which Easter egg is your favorite? Do you have a favorite that I didn't list on this list or on the past list? Maybe there's more Easter eggs than what I pointed out. If you know any of them, or you just want to leave a comment, let me know in the comment section down below. But other than that, that just about does it for me for now. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like on it, because it would really help out myself and Michaelmcchill, who co-wrote and edited this video, the channel, and the video quite a lot. But anyways guys, I hope you all enjoyed. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.